Alright. She talking about up again. What she gonna do now that she's up again? Up again. Yeah, up again. Yeah, that's right. I'm up again. Up again. What you gonna do now that I'm up again? Up again. She's up again. What you gonna do now that we up again?
People on the go watching me on my show. Like every time I turn around, hey, you're that guy that I know. They ask me how to get that, tell them go to the tube. They say thanks, I say you're welcome, yeah, cause I am the dude.
Up again, up again. What you gonna do now that we up again? Up again, we up again. What you gonna do that we come back up again? Up again, we're up again. What you gonna do now that we up again? We talking about up again, up again. What you gonna do now that we're up again? That's right, yo. We both up again.
First of all, I know what y'all been thinking. I've been gone a really long time. First of all, I've been through some things. I had a whole bunch of stuff like hit me. I've been out of school. We had 6,000 hurricanes and everything. But to summarize all that, I done came back and I'm glad you're here today. First of all, I know everybody's... First of all, I want to thank all my fans actually, you know, who's actually had like the patience and everything to be like, shh, he'll come back. And listen, I've been trying to, but you know, I have people leave and everything, so I gotta find new people to work on the show and everything. So you know, but I'm back though. I ain't gone nowhere yet. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna give you like a little bit of life updates. I'm still taking pictures. I still ain't got no job yet. I lost my aunt, but she passed away and everything. Let me see what else. Shout out to Brandon. I need you to come back and everything, you know. She had some tears or whatnot, but it's alright. My birthday's in 2 weeks and some change. I'm gonna be like 21 and everything. Yeah, 2 weeks, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days. 2 weeks and 4 days and everything. Today on the show though, we're gonna be hitting some heavy topics. You know, negative people. We're gonna do a Waddy reacts. We're gonna do why I never ever put emphasis on birthday texts or nothing, no freaking more, and all that. So, with the exception of all that, let's just get to it. It's time for topic one. Topic one. Topic one, birthdays. First of all, birthdays are supposed to be a very special kind of event, kind of like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Columbus Day, Easter, all them types of holidays and stuff. Birthdays are supposed to be a very special holiday, okay? Here's my point, okay? Holidays and dull people. Never ever hang around no dull people, okay? Because they dull. I'm going to explain. When they can't enjoy their own birthday, okay? Let me explain what I'm talking about, alright? First of all, it's your birthday, right? And you know me as a person. I'm very excited, very happy, very all this, excited. I'm a really joyful person, okay? I like to make other people feel special, alright? Now, if I send you a birthday text or call, and you send some shit like thank you or something like that, I'm not ever again gonna tell you happy birthday, okay? First of all, let me explain how I send my birthday messages, okay? Most of them are filled with excitement. I'm gonna throw in maybe a few jokes or whatnot. And like if you like one of my friends and you a guy, I'm gonna call you fool or something like that. If you're one of my girls, I'm gonna be all like, I love you so much and all that stuff. I hope you enjoy it. Sorry I missed all that or whatnot. Okay? But if you're that kind of person that's gonna send something like, thank you, forget about it, okay? Let me tell you something else about birthdays, alright? Always make a list of who told you happy birthday. Okay? Me, I started because of my aunt, that's why. Cause she said she make a list. I said, that ain't no bad idea or nothing like that. So I decided, I'm gonna make a list. I started 2014, I got 14, 15, 16, 17, early 18. That's 5 lists already. Started with people who told me happy birthday. So that way I know who to tell, who not to tell. Okay? Here's another thing too. I only make exceptions for certain kinds of people, okay, when it comes to birthday. To mine anyway, which is in 2 weeks and 4 days, some change. Somebody turning 21, that's exciting or whatnot. But anyway, my exceptions. If we just met, okay, and your birthday comes first, and I tell you, and then mine is upcoming, and you tell me, that's an exception. We just met. If we just became friends on Facebook. Now, here's the thing with Facebook, okay? Nobody ignores Facebook for 24 hours straight, okay? Unless you going through something or trying to reinvent yourself or something else like that. It pops up on your phone that it's my birthday, okay? You have 24 hours from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m., okay? That's 23 hours and a minute or something like that. Something like that. 59 minutes or whatnot. You have a long time to tell me happy birthday. Belated birthdays I do accept, okay? I do accept them or whatnot. But you see it on Facebook 24/7 and whatnot. So, you know, you can wish somebody happy birthday. I post a picture so you see it. You just keep scrolling or whatnot. That ain't, listen, I only make, again, I make exceptions if we just became friends on Facebook. If we've been friends on Facebook for 7, 8 years or something, and you still don't tell me happy birthday, forget your birthday, okay? I'm glad that you're alive or whatnot. No. But forget your birthday. You don't tell me, I don't tell you. That's how I feel. I'm sorry. Take it any way you want. Alright, that being said and done, if you're a kid, now kids don't really remember birthdays too well. Trust me, I was once 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I didn't know everybody's birthday at that time, okay? Okay, but if you're a kid, I understand, because the kids, they love me and I love them. And I can make that an exception or whatnot. Their parents probably don't tell you because their parents are probably the people that probably keep scrolling if they see it's my birthday. I think I mentioned all my exceptions and whatnot. Point is, birthdays are supposed to be very special. Very special. We make it, see, I like to make people feel special. Which is what I'm going to talk about in topic 2, making people feel special. Topic 2.
And we rolling.
Topic 2, making people feel special. First of all, I'm that kind of person. I used to be a real angry type person or whatnot. You know, I cussed and fussed out everybody. I hated everybody, you know. Ever since I've been around my god sisters or whatnot, I kind of like soften up just a little bit, not too much, okay? Don't think that you just that you just beat me up because I'm around a bunch of girls these days, okay? That ain't the case, all right? Me, I'm starting to care more about people's feelings, and you know, I've always been a nice person, but I could also be like a real jackass too. Yeah, I know. I still can be if you make me mad enough. But these days I ain't as a jackass, should I say. I'm more like, you know, dang, maybe they could have been alright. Maybe that person won't that bad. Whatnot. Maybe I started it, you know, whatnot. Because we got to be positive in the world that we live in today. You know, because think about it, people dying and everything. People dying and all that stuff, and you know, it's like, dang, we got to cherish each other, you know, and everything. But here's the point, okay? I try to make you feel special, and you try to be real negative or whatnot. Matter of fact, I'm going to combine these topics. 2 and 3. Making people feel special and negative people. Wait till I get to the negative part. Alright. Making people feel special. And like I said, if you like one of them people that's always negative about every freaking thing you see, you don't want nobody else to be happy, stay away from me, alright? Because I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. Not right now, okay? I'm at a place in life and everything, you know, where life could be better and I could complain or whatnot, but I don't. Life will get better. At some point, it'll get better in due time. In the meantime, I'm chilling, you know, and whatnot. Now, if you like one of the people that I like to be around and whatnot, you like a negative person or whatnot, stay away from me. I ain't trying to be around you, okay? Every time I tell you some great news or whatnot, and you like, yeah, right, that probably ain't gonna happen. Yeah, right. First of all, stay away from me, okay? Because I don't need that. Because some negative things come true, okay? Let me give you an example. I hate to say this on my show, because it could happen. I'm a really positive person and a believer that things can change or whatnot, especially if somebody is being negative. I'm gonna tell you the story anyway. So I went to South Carolina because that's where my mom and people stay at, right? I went there because I was on break from school or whatnot, and we went to Marshalls. It was a Marshalls or somewhere, right? And I seen this pretty cashier. Now here's the thing, I've seen her maybe 1, 2, 3 times, and I thought, ooh, she pretty. You know, I got that stare like, ooh, she kind of pretty. Yikes. She kind of pretty and everything. So, well, this 3rd or 4th time I saw her, you know, the trip I took, I was like, oh, I was staring. Well, I wasn't staring at her. I ain't gonna say. First of all, guys and hormones are like everywhere, okay? So forgive me, I'm a guy. Girls, if you feel some type of way, I'm sorry, I'm a guy. Hey, that's what we do. Anyway, I saw her. It was something different though. And you know, she took care of me. No, she took care of my sister and my mom because they went and bought something. So I was kind of standing there all cool and everything, and I was all like, ooh, I wasn't like staring, but I was going, trying to look off and everything, like, ooh, okay, alright, cool, she fine or whatnot, and everything. And, okay, so while I was staring, one of my ignorant friends had called, right, asking for some money or whatnot. I said, man, I ain't got no money. Told to my mom. But my mom was talking to either my sister or to my niece or somebody. So I said, Mom, take the phone. I was trying to look at her and not talk to him. He ruined the whole moment in case he didn't know. I'm trying to, you know, trying to make a move, and I'm already like, take the phone. Like, you know, probably in her mind. Maybe she saw it, maybe she didn't. But God, yo, every time I picture that girl, it's like I had this big smile on my face. But anywho, so what happened was I gave her the phone and they was talking. So I was still looking at the girl. Long story short, I didn't get a chance to talk to her because I had like too many distractions. So when I walked out the store, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna talk to her because she fine. Anytime I picture her face, this big smile, the smile you see now is on my face, okay? And So I'm in this group chat with some people, right? There's like 8 of us or whatnot. So I told them about it. Alright? I told them I saw this girl and I'm gonna go talk to her. Whatnot. She pretty and everything. You know, I was like going into detail and I was like, yo, y'all should see her. Every time I got this big smile on my face and everything. Ooh wee, she fine and whatnot, right? You know, it's always that one person that's gotta be real negative about something. Really freaking negative. And doggone it, I hate to shout her out, but Jasmine is very negative, okay? Let me explain. Everybody else is all like, oh, go get her. I got to see her. Okay, so they thought she lived in the same city that we're from. No, she don't stay there. She stays in South Carolina. They was like, oh, cool. But never mind. But go for her. I believe in you. All that stuff. Jasmine, however, and I shouted her out. Fight me. Jasmine, however, says, what if she has a boyfriend? Or what if she's not there? And I'll be damned. When I went back to that store, yo, when I went back to the store, you guessed it, she ain't there. She ain't there at all. I said, man, dang, man. So, you know, I'm kind of like, phew. So I went to the group chat and I got mad and told her that she was a negative person or whatnot. I also was very positive or whatnot. I said, okay, maybe she don't work today. Maybe she ain't like here yet. Maybe she's like, because anytime I saw her, I think it was on like a weekend or something like that. So I believe that too. However, to make a long story shorter, I ain't seen the girl since. I believe that I might see her. I'm hoping and praying to God. All I ask is one more chance, because doggone it when I tell y'all she was fine. The smile on my face that you see now describes it. Listen, ever since then I've been listening into that song, Can We Talk, by Tevin Campbell and everything, and I was like, oh, heck yeah. Jasmine was very negative, and I was like, you know, I ain't gonna tell them nothing else about her, right? So, when I do go back, and she's there, no, regardless how much I stutter, regardless how good or bad I look, I'm gonna talk to the girl, because I'm fine. Right now, I put on this hat because it got colder now. Speaking of which, y'all look at my coat. Anywho, I'm fine, okay? She was fine, super fine. Probably the finest girl I think I ever seen. She beat all my ex-crushes, ex-girls. She beat some people. But anywho, pretty much she was fine, okay? And I did want to talk to her. And ever since then, I've been dreaming about the girl. And doggone it, I'm going to go for it. If I see her, I'm going to be like, screw it. I've been trying to go by myself because I ain't trying to hear no, oh, go no, go Waddell, all that stuff, you know, trying to embarrass me and put me on the spot. I ain't got time for that. Moral of the story, stay away from negative people. Negative people are ruining lives, I'm trying to tell you. They will ruin it. Everything, okay? That being done and said, it's time for Waddy Reacts. Today on Waddy Reacts, Michael Jackson. Now, I know what you're thinking. He dead. He old. First of all, no, yeah. He one of the greatest performers, if you ask me. One of my favorite songs, most of you know, is The Way You Make Me Feel. Due to time being, we're going to go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and start. Still alive or whatnot, because his music is played constantly. The radio, though, I don't think they play him too much. Now, I did one day, I don't know, because usually I drive, I kind of smash the aux cord or whatnot, but I gotta get that fixed. But I had like, guess that'd be the first song I want them to see me do. I'd be thinking I'm Michael Jackson. Okay. Let's move on to one more thing before I end today's episode. Due to the fact that my battery is getting ready to die and everything, I just want to tell y'all quickly, don't forget to go and follow me on Instagram at that__ camera guy bruh. You see your boy struggling, so go up there and follow me. I follow back. I post some stuff. I don't care. Listen, if you don't like it, unfollow. Not to say that, but still, go follow, go follow me. Let me see. My Cash App is That Camera Guy. My birthday is coming up in 2 weeks and 4 or 5 days. Fridays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days. So Cash App your boy. Facebook is my name. Waddell, not Waddy, not New, not Wad, not Waddle. Waddell, Waddell. You can add me on Facebook. Don't forget to like Waddy Rants on Facebook. While you're at it, since I'm advertising and everything, go like Waddy Creates. Go like WRJ Digital Photography pages on Facebook and all that. Okay. That being said and done, I'll be back on Waddy Rants. I catch y'all next time because I ain't got no real link in the intro. So what you gonna have up there, bro?
Y'all some guy Waddy Rants. Follow me on Instagram. We up again.
Subscribe too. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. All right. Again, what she gonna do now that she's up again? Up again, yeah, up again. Yeah, that's right, I'm up again. Up again. What you gonna do now that I'm up again? Up again, she's up again. What you gonna do now that we up again?
People on the go watching me on my show. Like every time I turn around, hey, you're that guy that I know. They ask me how to get that, tell them go to the 2. They say thanks, I say you're welcome, yeah, cause I am the dude.
Up again, up again. What you gonna do now that we up again? Up again, we up again. What you gonna do that we come back up again? Up again, we're up again. What you gonna do now that we up again? We talking about up again, up again. What you gonna do now that we're up again? That's right, yo. We both up